Yo, it's definitely the Cloud Chaser TV, man. We back up in this thing again, you dig? Hey, man, we got some news to report when it comes down to this whole young Dolph situation. Now, Nino Brown, he came on his Facebook and he basically saying that Makita's cookies is in on it too. Whoever Raven is, she gonna get indicted next. A close source just informed me. So this is, Nino Brown, breaking news. You know what I mean? What y'all think about this? Y'all think it's cap or you think it's something to it? Also, recently, one of the suspects actually was in court and pleaded guilty to some of this stuff. So we're gonna play that footage and we're gonna get to it. Y'all share this on Facebook and Twitter for me. Let's get to it.
Come up here where Deputy Chambers is, and once you get to the seal of Shelby County, put your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand to be sworn, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give this cause to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God? Thank you, sir. Lieutenant Mr. Johnson, have a seat here on the witness stand, please, sir.
So I'm guessing that since he's saying that close sources is telling him this, it must be some more people behind the wall might be, snitching, bro. Real talk. That's what I'm thinking. There's a lot of snitching going on, a lot of funny business. But at the end of the day, if you a fan of young Dolph, you want justice for Dolph, y'all get in the comments and let me know. Justice for young Dolph. RP young Dolph.
Council approach, please. Yes, sir.
Mo, salute, salute.
Chambers.
Yeah, this whole young Dolph situation is crazy. Like this dude who on the screen right now, he just pleaded guilty. He's taking a plea deal. So I'm wondering if this whole situation with Nino Brown, he coming out today basically saying that Makita's cookie is in on it too. Whoever Raven is, she going to get indicted next. So I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of stuff that's coming out after this court that I'm playing right now. Like this was a couple of days ago, but I believe this is very important to what's about to take place in the next couple of weeks. Y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think, man.
Need your signature and bond signature on the document, Mr. Hagerman. Thank you, sir. Mr. Marcus Johnson, good morning, sir. Mr. Johnson, what's your real name, sir?
Marcus Johnson.
Need to speak up a little bit louder. The court reporter here has to write down everything you said. Of course, I need to speak up a little bit louder. You can take the mask down if you want to. Yes, sir.
Marcus Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, what school did you go to, sir?
With their high school.
How far did you get in school?
12th grade.
Did you finish the 12th grade?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever get a GED, sir?
No, sir.
Can you read and write okay, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Johnson, answer those questions because the law requires you to answer, okay?
Okay.
A couple of things, Mr. Johnson, you were charged by way of an indictment 2204769, charged with conspiracy to commit first-degree murder.
Yes, sir.
That Class A felony carried anywhere from 15 to 60 years in prison. You're pleading guilty on a superseding information, I-23-00019, to charge you with 3 counts of accessory after the fact. That's an felony carries up to 6 years in prison. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Johnson, you have a right to have this case, this charge submitted to the
See what I'm saying? So he just pleaded out, and he had a charge of conspiracy to murder from 15 to 60 years, and the judge just said upon his plea deal and him pleading out, they'll give him 6 years. Come on, bro. No wonder Nino Brown putting up what he put up. Because it might be in the streets for real. It might be in the streets because this is some strange shit. I ain't going to say the man a snitch or nothing like that. I ain't seen his paperwork, but I'm going to say it's definitely strange, bro. Makita's cookies in on it too. Whoever Raven is, she going to get indicted next. A close source just informed me. And now, remember, I'm saying that this court, even though it took place a couple of days ago, but I'm thinking that this got something to do with everything that's going to unfold in the next 2 weeks to 30 days. You feel me? And I believe it's going to be some more charges. There's going to be some more details brought in that people going to be shocked by. Shocking details. You feel me? Shocking details.
Grand jury. When you enter a guilty plea on this information you're waiving, you've given up your rights to have this case of accessory after the fact submitted to the grand jury. That case comes to court quicker when you plead on that information. The state will make you the best offer they will ever make on that information, but you're giving up, you're waiving your rights to have this case on an accessory submitted and reviewed by the grand jury. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
For the record, we find that Mr. Corman of this court has advised Mr. Johnson has the right to have this charge of accessory after the fact reviewed by a grand jury. If the grand jury found probable cause, they would indict him. If they did not find probable cause, they would no deal this charge. They'll find that Mr. Johnson has made that decision intelligently and knowingly. Mr. Johnson, I'm going to show you a document for the record. This is a petition for waiver trial by jury and request for acceptance of the plea of guilty. On that bottom right-hand corner where it reads defendant, did you sign it, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Johnson, all of your rights are above your signature. Those are your state and federal constitutional rights. Did your attorney, Mr. Corman, go over those rights with you and explain them to you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights that you waived and given up today, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Marcus Johnson, you heard Mr. Paul Hagerman, the prosecutor, recent statements in court a few minutes ago. When you enter this guilty plea, when you enter this change of plea today, you're telling the court that if you had a trial on your case, the state of Tennessee would bring witnesses to court. Those witnesses would testify under oath. They would say things that are similar, that are consistent with what the prosecutor just read. You're telling the court, Mr. Johnson, that if the jury believed those witnesses, that jury would have enough reason to find you guilty of accessory after the fact. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have an absolute right to have a trial.
Now, y'all just heard that. The witnesses, he agreeing that the witnesses that the prosecutor has right now would be able to prove that he has some type of involvement. So it's bigger than just a conspiracy. That they got him on conspiracy to commit murder. They dropping it down. His minimum was 15 to 60 years. Now they dropping it down to 6 years. He's admitting the guilt. You heard, like, this is what I be saying. You got to listen to these people, these judges, these lawyers. You got to listen very well because some of this stuff will go over your head. But they probably going to use this to hit them other guys because there's more people that's on this case. Like I said, this whole video is about the fact that Nino Brown is saying that Makita's cookies is involved too, as well as the girl Raven. She's going to get indicted. He's saying that's what close sources is telling him. As y'all can see what's on the screen, Makita's in on it too. Whoever Raven is, she going to get indicted next. A close source just informed me. Now, I'm thinking if that got any truth to it, it has something to do with this court hearing right now that we're watching. Because the judge just said the prosecutor got witnesses. Do you believe that the witnesses that the prosecutors have, if went to trial, will they be able to prove that you're guilty? And listen to what he say. I'm going to play it back just a little bit. It's crazy.
Jury found probable cause, they would indict him. If they did not find probable cause, they would no deal this charge. They'll find that Mr. Johnson has made that decision intelligently and knowingly. Mr. Johnson, I'm going to show you a document for the record. This is a petition for waiver trial by jury and request for acceptance of the plea of guilty. On that bottom right-hand corner where it reads defendant, did you sign it, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Johnson, all of your rights are above your signature. Those are your state and federal constitutional rights. Did your attorney, Mr. Corman, go over those rights with you and explain them to you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights that you waiver to give up today.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Marcus Johnson, you heard Mr. Paul Hagerman, the prosecutor, recent statements in court a few minutes ago. When you enter this guilty plea, when you enter this change of plea today, you're telling the court that if you had a trial on your case, the state of Tennessee would bring witnesses to court. Those witnesses would testify under oath. They would say things that are similar, that are consistent with what the prosecutor just read. You're telling the court, Mr. Johnson, that if the jury believed those witnesses, that jury would have enough reason to find you guilty of accessory after the fact. You understand that?
You hear that?
You have an absolute right to have a trial on your case if you wanted one. You have a right to say, Judge Kaufman, not guilty of anything, and I want a trial. Judge, I am demanding a trial. And had this case been tried, you would have a right to confront and cross-examine those witnesses against you. Say you have to bring those folks to court. You can look at them in person. They would sit right there on that chair on the witness stand where you're seated. Your lawyer, Mr. Corman, would question those folks to see whether or not they are telling the truth. If a jury did not believe those witnesses, or if that jury thought they were lying or mistaken, that jury would find you not guilty, and I would dismiss your case. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Had you gone to trial in this case, Mr. Johnson, you would also have the right to present proof. You can put on witnesses if you wanted to. You can present evidence. You don't have to do anything at a trial ever. If you wanted to, and only if you wanted to, you can take that witness stand and you can testify. You can tell the jury what happened. You can tell the jury your side of the story. If you chose to remain silent and not say a single word, I would tell that jury they cannot hold it against you for any reason at all. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Johnson, had you gone to trial in this case, if you had any witnesses that could help you, your attorney, Mr. Corman, would send them a subpoena and have them come to court and testify for you. If your witnesses didn't show up, or they just flat out refused to come to court, I would have those folks arrested by the sheriff. I would make your witnesses come in. I would make them testify. And if I had to, Mr. Johnson, I would put them in jail until your case was tried. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Had you gone to trial and had a jury found you guilty of anything, you can appeal any conviction the jury gave you. You can appeal any punishment that I gave you. The Court of Criminal Appeals would grant you a new trial.
Man, this gotta be something to this, bro. I ain't never heard no judge go into details like this, bro, on no guilty plea. The man is pleading guilty. That part of the case is closed. Send him back to jail. You feel me? That's usually what they do. They tell the bailiff to come get him, escort him back to his cell. You know what I'm saying? It's over with. This man breaking down some stuff, bro. I'm telling you, it's something to it. It's something to it. The stuff that he breaking down, he making some things very clear. And also, you got to remember, this was on the news. So he's sending messages. This is a message to these people, man. This is a message to different people that's involved that they're coming for your ass. Now, like I said, I don't know if Nino Brown could be a credible source or if y'all want to believe what he's saying. But he's saying, off of this post, Makita's cookies in on it too. Whoever Raven is, she gonna get indicted next. A close source just informed me. So I'm thinking definitely some more people gonna be indicted, bro. I own some real shit. I'm thinking that definitely some more people gonna be indicted. I'm thinking that you talking about young Dolph, a pillar in his community. You know, somebody that been going to that cookie shop, been riding around that city. The city of Memphis is not that big, bro. You feel me? So at the end of the day, again, a pillar to the community. And he get hit the way he get hit. Almost like execution style. Like a mob hit, bro. Now, whatever he did in the streets in the past or whatever he did in the streets during that time, bro, the man is a rapper. You feel me? A rapper, bro. You feel me? He ain't put his cousin on. His cousin out here rapping. He got a bunch of people from his neighborhood on from the rap shit. You feel me? For him to get hit the way he got hit, bro, it was definitely some bands involved. I'm going to keep it a buck. It was some bands involved. And I'm thinking after this court, that's why I'm playing this court hearing of the one suspect pleading guilty to conspiracy to commit murder on young Dolph. His sentence guidelines was 15 to 60 years. 15 to 60 years. The minimum was 60. The minimum was 15. The max was 60 years. And they just reduced it down to 6 years, bro. So he probably already been in the county almost a year, if not over a year, right? So most cities, most states, they got it for every day you spend in the county is 2 days. So if he did spend a year in the county, that's 2 years already knocked off. Plus, he probably gonna do 85%. So he'll be home in probably like 2 years. 2 years, bro. But listen though, listen to what the judge is using, these words that the judge is using. Now, I'm not saying this man is cooperating by far. I'm not saying that, bro. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying that this part of the case, this pleading guilty, this guilty plea right here, I'm telling you, it's a bunch of chain of events that's about to take place in the next 2 weeks to 30 days. And this judge, he just lining it up. He's sending messages, bro, right now.
Trial, or even dismiss your case if that court found that mistakes have been made in your trial. If he could not afford an attorney, I would appoint someone free of charge to handle your appeal. Do you understand that, sir? Mr. Marcus Johnson, when you enter this change of plea, when you enter this guilty plea, you waive, you give up all those rights. You ask this court to find you guilty without a trial. And Mr. Johnson, both sides are recommending that I do not sentence you today, that a delayed execution of these judgments is set this case for a sentencing hearing. And at that sentencing hearing, Mr. Johnson, you'll be sentenced somewhere between 6 and 12 years in prison. Now, is that the degree you have to state in Tennessee, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Johnson, you've been sworn to tell the truth. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Everything that you say under oath has to be true. If you do not tell the truth, the state could indict you for perjury. That carries up to 12 years in prison. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Before I continue with this guilty plea colloquy, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Hagerman has asked the court's permission to ask you some questions. You waive your right to remain silent when you hear this guilty plea. So listen to the questions that Mr. Hagerman asked of you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you answer those questions truthfully. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Because Hagerman and Ms. Mond said, we don't believe Mr. DeMarcus Johnson has been truthful. They're going to ask the court to vacate this guilty plea, will strike this guilty plea, and your case will go back to the same status as was before this information was found. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Any questions, sir?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Hagerman, you may proceed, sir.
Mr. Johnson, we have
Someone for you free of charge to handle your appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Marcus Johnson, when you
Hold on. Why would they take his guilty plea back? Hold on. Maybe I missed something. Let me play it back, y'all. Maybe I missed something because why would they vacate his guilty plea? Well, like, what is it contingent on? Like, what is he supposed to do? Is he supposed to tell? Let me listen.
enter this change of plea, when you enter this guilty plea, you waive, you give up all those rights. You ask this court to find you guilty without a trial. And Mr. Johnson, both sides are recommending that I do not sentence you today, that a delayed execution of these judgments is set. This case for a sentencing hearing, and at that sentencing hearing, Mr. Johnson, you'll be sentenced somewhere between 6 and 12 years in prison. Now, is that the degree you have to stay in Tennessee, sir?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Johnson, you've been sworn to tell the truth. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Everything that you say under oath has to be true. If you do not tell the truth,
Yeah, they get, I didn't even hear this part, bro. But like I said, it's good to listen. Now I know for a fact that he's snitching. He gonna have to snitch. In order for his plea to stay the same, bro, he gotta tell. The judge just told him he gotta get on the stand and tell the truth, bro. So like I said, when it comes down to this Nino Brown situation, I'm guarantee you that this court date that you're watching has something to do with whatever's being said in the streets to get back to Nino Brown, where he's saying Makita's cookies in on it too, allegedly. Whoever Raven is, she is going to get indicted next, allegedly. A close source just informed me. That's what he's saying, bro. That's what he's saying. Now, you just heard the judge say that this man gonna have to be truthful. He has to tell the truth. He got to tell the truth. If he leave anything out, they gonna vacate his guilty plea, and he gonna be facing the same charges he was facing before. Dig that. Y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think, man. It's definitely Cloud Chaser TV, man. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Share this on Facebook and Twitter for me with a hashtag. Come on, gang. Let's get the likes up. They trying to shadow ban your boy, but it's all good. We're gonna keep spitting out, putting out the truth, letting people know what's going on. You know, we don't like them suckers, them clout chasers. Y'all know what time it is. Peace and blessings.